Hi, Mike. Gail
Hi,
here
Gail.
again.
How you doing?
Good, thanks. Are you?
Yeah. Not too bad at all.
Excellent. So, just for the benefits of anyone watching, I'm Gail Parnham, osteopath, and I work with you. You are?
And I'm Mike Neary. I am under the sports massage, and I'm a sports massage therapist.
Great stuff. But the other thing that's really interesting about you, Mike, is the fact that you do Tai Chi Qigong, don't you?
And, indeed, yeah.
Yeah, so what we wanted to do today, for the benefits of our potential audience, is to run through a presentation that you've got, just a quick run through the main bits about Tai Chi Qigong, just to give people a bit of a flavour. So over to you, Mike.
All right, cool. I'm just going to go into screen share for whoever's listening, and let me just put this on, and then I'll open up this presentation. Just move that out of the way. Slideshow, and come on.
We're in this technical world, aren't we?
We are. We're in. Brilliant. So Tai Chi Qigong. What's the relevance of the first slide? People must be thinking, well, in Chinese culture, if you like, it's about moving with, they move with the elements. So if we're looking at the tree, it's nicely laden down with snow, but eventually that snow will melt and the tree will actually bounce back. And it's very much, I suppose, the way we actually do movements in Tai Chi. They're very gentle, they're very light, they're flowing movements. It's energy will not move through, if you like, tight muscle. Now, I also believe in Western exercise. You know, I'm a Nordic walking instructor and I do weight training, but this is kind of different. So Tai Chi Qigong, what does it mean? So what is Tai Chi Qigong? What does it even mean? People may be asking. Let me just move this to the side so we can, if I move it down here, better. There we go. So it translates, Tai Chi translates as the supreme ultimate. Now, as a fighting art, we translate it as a supreme ultimate fist. But Qi, or Qigong, translates quite simply as energy work. And if we think about it, I'm quite sure Gail will back me up on this, we are electric people. Our hearts work with electricity, our brain works with electricity, our central nervous system sends signals all over the body, you know, and it's all, if you like, electrical impulses. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that. I'm just keeping this fairly straightforward. So yeah, so it's about energy work. And here at UTTSM, as an under the thumb sports massage, Tai Chi, we're not studying this fighting art, and I really want to make that clear. So if you actually come onto one of our Zoom sessions, then I'm not going to be teaching you how to fight. But saying that, you know, the movements we follow in what's called the Shibashi set have been taken from Tai Chi Chuan. Now, Tai Chi Chuan is it's a style or a form that if you were in China and it's first thing in the morning, you're walking through a park, you might see lots of Chinese people doing this. If you like, it's a part of the Chinese health curriculum, and people are encouraged to do it. And Tai Chi's been around for centuries. You know, look at it, if you read old Taoist text, you know, you're talking over 2,000 years. But these kinds of forms like Tai Chi Chuan is maybe the most used, if you like. But what we follow is what's known as Li family style. And this was developed by Professor Li Haoshen in the early 80s, and he's more of a healer, this guy. So it's this, what we're doing is medical Qigong, and I'll explain a bit more about that as we get in. So it's a nice, fairly straightforward thing. So Tai Chi Qigong Shibashi. What does Shibashi mean? Well, it's not mystical or anything like that. It literally means 18 in Chinese. That's it. You know, so we've got 18 moves that we do, and we do the same moves week in and week out. And there's a reason for that, which I'll talk about shortly. So Tai Chi Qigong Shibashi set is designed to improve the flow and balance of Qi. Oh, that's another good question. So people do ask me when we're doing the sessions, you mentioned the word Qi. So what's Qi? Well, Qi is, the Chinese believe it's a life force. In yoga, it might be known as prana. It's energy flow. And let's face it, you know, when we meet people, if we pick up a good vibe from somebody, you're picking up on their energy. You know, sometimes we'll pick up negative energy. Well, that's what Qi is. If you like, it moves through our body. And it, you know, as it says, qi in the body, and then leading to an improvement in general health and well-being of the practitioner. And I truly believe that, because it gives you, if you do this every day, you don't have to do all 18 moves. You might just do 6 moves, but it just gives you a little bit of time to actually calm, if you like, calm your central nervous system down and concentrate just on you, just a little bit of free time, you know, for Mike Neary, for Gail Parham, or whoever's on the call doing their thing. Yeah, really, really important stuff. So the gentle rocking motions and stretching movements improve circulation and digestion. And again, the Chinese talk about something called Yi Jin Jing, right? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But really what that translates as is changing the classic tendon. In other words, if I'm doing a movement like this, I'm stretching the tendons here. And in order to do it, by doing that, I'm potentially opening things up. So I might re-engage nerve endings that haven't been in focus for quite some time. Sometimes you might feel a tingling sensation between your hands when you're doing the movements. And that's what it's about. It's about lengthening and strengthening what's going on. So, as it says, it also improves circulation and digestion. We have one move, and it always goes to the left, and it's a circular movement, and it's literally you're drawing circles. It's called rotating the qi, and medically, you're actually tracing the root of the colon. You know, and it does really improve on digestion. And the overall effect of the set is to reduce mental stress and physical tension within the whole body, because we're very keen at, I think my own experience is sometimes when you get slightly vexed, annoyed, something upsets you, you become really tense. So we're talking, you know, we're producing hormone, all that kind of stuff. We're releasing adrenaline, and it becomes really stressful. And this just completely, from my perspective, completely de-stresses me. On the other side of it, I'm just going to move this out of the way again, put it right up there. So each movement has specific health benefits, and the sequence is energetically balanced. So that's one of the reasons why we do, every week we do the moves in exactly the same order. So we're lifting energy, if you like. We then go through the sequence, and then we bring it all back down so everything's nice and calm. And obviously we'll start each movement gently and allowing the body and breath to warm up. And I think that's one of the biggest things about this as well, is actually re-engaging with your breath, because most of us, when we breathe from the top part of our chest. But actually getting your diaphragm to physically work, you know, so as you're breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And the majority of the movements work that way. So when we breathe in, we're rising. And when we sink, we're breathing out. But it's, you know, again, even just sitting there, folks, and taking maybe 2 minutes of your own time in a quiet place and just closing your eyes and breathing and concentrating just purely on breathing. That's incredibly good for well-being. What are the benefits of doing it? Improves health and increases energy, agility, and I've certainly found flexibility. And I stretch every day, but this really has improved my flexibility, especially through my back, because I'm not a young guy anymore. You know, I'm getting on a little bit. I'm 57, so. It loosens and strengthens joints and muscles, because it's a very, very gentle effect. It controls weight. Obviously, you know, if you eat a really poor diet and then do Tai Chi Qigong, then it doesn't mean to say you're going to lose weight. It kind of, you know, there's a few checks and balances there. What else does it do? Obviously, it rejuvenates the body, improves the mind, because it allows us to focus a little bit, and you might get in touch, you know, back in with your own spiritual world. This is the big thing for me, though. It reduces stress and increases relaxation. We're all incredibly busy people, all of the time. You know, we live in in a pressurized world where we have one of these which causes grief, realistically, the mobile phone. We're so contactable. And what else does it do? Well, it improves concentration and intuitive abilities. So it allows the mind to re-engage. And it controls emotions. And I think the big thing is it is easy to learn, and it's relatively easy to follow. You're not going to get it perfect on the first time you do it. Nobody is. It's taken me months as well as years, really, to get to the stage that I'm at. Okay, so when we actually do the sessions normally last about an hour. So the first part of the session, we actually bow in. Now, what does that mean by bowing in? We can talk about yin and yang. The way we bow is the left hand comes palm up, right hand palm down. So the left hand is the yin and yang, but I don't want to get too in depth on that stuff. And it's more so a bit of respect, that we all respect each other in the room. And not just that, it lets everybody know that the session's actually started. So it's a focal point, really. So once we've bowed in, then the first 15 minutes is about instruction. Because if you can see obviously the Tai Chi Qigong poster of me in all these different stances, that's the whole of those 18 moves. And each week I'll actually break one of those moves down. So we'll do it very gently, so you understand the whole move. So the other side is we have 3 stances, and you're not really to do Qigong, this style anyhow, as long as you can stretch your arms out in that direction and in that direction, that's the amount of space that you need. So we're not stepping all over a room. It's very, very gentle, very soft. So we look at the 3 stances, we break a move down, and then we'd actually get into the set. And once we do the set, the whole 18 moves, there's no instruction. I literally stick some music on. It's quite gentle, and I'll give a little bit of instruction. Say this next move, for instance, is open up the chest. So the arms come up from the side, they float up very gentle, and then we open the chest, and then the arms float down. And I'll talk about breathing, but that's really it. So it's, as I've said already, you don't have to get the moves right. It's just taking your time. So it's just following the movements. Then at the end of it, we all bow out. And then I always hang around, certainly if I'm online as well, in case people have got questions or they want to know more. And I've stuck this on here. Obviously my email, I'm quite sure it'll be on the end credits as well. And my mobile in case anyone's interested. So that's me done on that bit, Gail. So I'm going to stop share. And then if you've got any questions, then cool.
Oh, that's brilliant, Mike. Because I know we've talked about this, but that's the first time I've seen your sort of presentation. We've both been busy doing things, haven't we? So I haven't really had a chance to sort of find out more. So that's great.